What's up, Powerades? We're going to do a little something different today. I'm not here to really talk about wrestling or gaming. It'll be brought up in the video, but if there are any kids watching or anybody that's offended by cursing, there may be a few slip-ups in this because this will be the realest you'll ever see me, probably. Just wanted to talk about a few things, and I'll explain at the end the relevance to my channel of what me speaking about this entails. But anyway, I'll do my best not to slip and have any cuss words, but never know. So today I'm not coming in with my hot welcome to the show, Powerades, my happy upbeat silliness. I'm here as a person, a human being, not Max Power, the YouTuber, or trying to be a YouTuber. I'm here as the human being I am. I'm not in character right now. For those that don't know, my name's Chad, and I'm here to talk to you today about kind of a touchy subject. We're here to talk about depression, and I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I suffer from some severe depression. And again, I'll get to at the end of the video, I'll explain the relevance of me talking about this and where I'm going with it. It's hard and embarrassing for me to admit that, especially on a channel that maybe years down the road people can find out about me. But I feel it's necessary because I might be able to make a difference. I don't know. Maybe. If there's even a chance, I'll do it. I'll try. But anyway, I was the happiest little boy in the world when I was a kid. Didn't have a worry in the world. Never, ever felt what depression was. And then just one day, I believe I was about 10 years old, just out of nowhere. Wiring in my mind just totally changed. And ever since that day, every single day, heck, every single hour, just that little punk in my mind, just negativity. Negativity, you're not worth it, can't do it, you'll screw up, just watch. Every hour. And it's tough to admit stuff like this because you have people out there that give you a hard time about depression. Well, man up. Grow up. Like, what do you got to be depressed about? You don't have no kids, no responsibilities, you have no this, no that. Well, exactly. I want that. But my wiring up here, just something goes wrong at some point, I've took plenty of shots at life to get out of depression and get things figured out. And I've been so close before, many times. Then something goes wrong. Life kicks you back down. You start to get back up. Life kicks you under your feet, knocks you down again. You finally start getting up to your feet. Life pushes you back down. But you gotta keep getting back up. As Rocky Balboa says, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit in life and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Sorry. I'm trying to be serious here. But for me personally, it's just hard at times because I try so hard not to care what people think about me and just what I think about me. But I never, ever have been able to do that. No matter how hard I try to shut that voice off of what would so-and-so think if I did this and failed. What would so-and-so think if I tried this? Oh, they would think that you've never been able to do it before. How could you learn to do it? Like, you can't learn nothing. You suck. You're not worth it. Even if that person isn't even thinking that. My mind tells me they are. And I get that little punk in my head giving me doubt. You're going to screw up. You can't do it. You'll fail. And I think of it so much, and I do fail. It's a tough pill to swallow, because it's just tough. I want to get out of depression. It's hard to talk about. It's not something I'm proud of, but I don't want people to think that there's not other people out there that are going through what you're going through. There is help. There's hotlines out there, suicidal hotlines, if that's what's going on with you. I don't believe I've ever really had anything like that in my life. No serious thoughts about that or anything like that. But there is people that do that, and they cut themselves and things like that. Again, not everything I had. Mine was all more psychological and downing myself and just kind of giving up to life. But there's people out there who are going through it, and don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help, because you never know. That might, what you got to lose? Time out your day, doubting yourself, doubting and downing yourself. Is that all you're going to lose? Like, just give it a try, see what happens, But I mean, I've dealt with it since I was little, and realistically, there wasn't a whole lot for me to even be depressed about. But my wiring is just different than any other people. People that have depression, their wiring is different. Like, for example, a car just passed by where I'm at. If 10 people were standing beside me, 9 of them probably would see a car going by and just be like, oh, that's a car going by. That's all they'll think of. Me? Yeah, most of the time I'll be like, oh, car's going by. Other times, I'll have like images reliving in my head of the time I was in a car crash when I was like 10, 11, 12 or something like that, and I had to get rushed to the hospital in the ambulance because I thought I broke my kneecap. I didn't. I was okay, but I didn't. Real traumatic, Wasn't the person's fault I was in the vehicle with. Someone else hit us. It was their fault, but still, that's just how it works. Like, someone looks up at the sun 9 out of 10 and be like, oh, it's the sun. Me, I'll be like, man, I wonder if my grandpa was looking at the sun right now. Oh, my grandpa passed away back in 2009, I believe it was. Sorry if I got that wrong. I miss my grandpa. I wish I would have seen him more. Man, I miss eating watermelons with him. Man, I sure wish I wasn't such a little baby when I was a kid and didn't want to get up early in the morning on the weekend when I was off school to go see him. Man, I wish I would have went more to see him and spent more time with him. Man, I wish I would have helped him when he asked me a little more and not being a little punk kid. You see where it's going? It just leads off to other things that has absolutely nothing to do with what you're looking at. But that's how our minds work. It's how it works. And people don't understand that. They want to sit there and judge you and hate on you and bash you because you're not the same as them. The whole world would be boring if we were all similar. But it's not fun having depression and battling it on a daily basis or hourly basis on some minute basis on some instances. It's lonely. It's scary. It's awful. I can state for myself personally, me being all by myself, away from anybody, I love peace and quiet, but this is the worst thing for my depression because it makes my mind wander. Every night I lay down and go to bed, all I think about is everything I've ever done wrong in life, and I've done plenty of it. It's a long list. It takes me a long time to fall asleep. And if I wake up and stand up for 2 seconds, most of the time it takes me another hour to get back to sleep because my mind starts racing about every single fault I've ever had in life. And again, there's a lot of them. Or what if this? What if that? What if I did this? What if I did that different? It's a never-ending process. And it's awful, All we want in life is to be accepted and loved and, appreciated. We're different, but that's what makes us unique. And if people want to judge you for that and think less of you for that, then they're not worth your time. People try to tell you how to live your life. You're supposed to live it like this, live it like that. As long as you're happy and you're not hurting anybody, then what's the problem? Get the negativity out of your life. I'm one to speak, I know, but I have a lot I could say right now. But I'll keep most of it to myself because I don't want to break down in tears on camera on YouTube. So I'll just kind of make it short and sweet. Short, little, whatever. See, I'm starting to stumble on my words here. Like that, for example. My mind wanders. I sit here and think when I'm videoing these channels, I sit there after I say everything. I'm like, man, people are going to hear that and think that was just awful. That wasn't good for YouTube. They're not going to like it. They're not going to subscribe. They're not going to watch me again. Why would he put that in there? Mind starts thinking, man, I wish I had something other than a camera to record this so I can edit it. Things like that. The little punk in your head just never ends. And it's a lonely feeling, but it makes you stronger. It makes you weaker at times too. But it does end at some point. but you just have to find where your ending point is. You know, for me personally, I still battle my issues on an hourly basis, like I said, but a little over a year ago, I met my future wife, Kelsey, and anytime I'm with that woman, everything else doesn't matter. Like, she makes me feel like I'm gonna be okay. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get through the bad. She makes me feel like I can tell her my deepest and darkest thoughts, and no matter what it is, it's okay, because she loves me, and she loves all of me, and that's just hard to come by. So I have a secret weapon a lot of people don't have. So I get you all don't have your Kelsey like I do, but you can find it, you know, whether that be in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, or just a dog. Enzo, my dog. Anytime I'm down, that dog comes up and hugs me right around my neck. He knows when I'm down. It brings me right back up, man. So the tools are handed to me to get out of this depression, but I just have to stop this in my mind when I'm alone or like slipping a little bit in life. Like, I don't know, but you just gotta find your Kelsey, people, and find your purpose in life. Like, my whole life I've been told, you know, you find your job, you do this, you do that, you make money, you come home, spend time with your family, rinse, repeat. And that's the way you're supposed to live your life. But I've done that my whole life, and I've been close to, you know, getting to that next level point, but I've never been able to reach it. Like, I've tried time and 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 time again, and something goes wrong. A lot of it was self-inflicted, because that little voice in my head making me fail, you know, making me choose to fail. I chose it. But lately it's been bad luck more than anything. But, you know, that's okay, because this YouTube channel and my future Twitch channel, yes, I will have actual equipment for it, so it isn't just recorded from the phone at some point in the distant future when I get things figured out. So the ones that do stick with me through this amazing technology and production, I appreciate you. I love y'all. But, you know, earlier I was on a walk and I was having that little voice doubting myself if I could do this YouTube thing. You know, it's hard for me to spend time making a video and coming back to see if anyone watched it. Only 10 people watched it, but I get it. The people that added me, majority of them aren't even wrestling fans and video gamers, and that's all I talk about. So I get that. At some point, we'll get to that next level where I'm getting people I don't personally know. So it's okay. But the little voice in my head is telling me, you know, nobody cares what you have to say. Nobody cares about wrestling. Nobody cares about video games. But there is people out there. We just got to find them, you know. So, you know, as I said, I've tried time and time again to do it other people's way to figure this thing known as life out. But this is me, my turn, my time to figure out life on my own terms. If you know me, if the people that know me, and to the people who don't, there's 3 things in life, only 3 things in life that I'm good at. 1, talking. Anybody that knows me knows I love to talk and tell stories and have a good time. 2, wrestling. Professional wrestling. Been watching since I was 2 weeks old and pretending to be a Hulkamaniac. 3, wrestling. 3, video gaming. It's the only things I've ever been good at. And there's an amazing thing going on in the world right now, people. It's called the internet, Twitch, and YouTube, where people are doing exactly what I'm doing right now. But they're getting hundreds of thousands and millions of views and getting paid for it, you know? I know it will take me years to get to that point. But I'm going to do everything I can to get there and build a following in the process. Because, again, I've tried everything on everybody else's terms. And I just never found true happiness, inner happiness, when it comes to that stuff. So now it's my turn to try it my way. I may fall and crash and burn like I have everything else, but you bet your butt, in my mind, where that little punk is making me doubt, I shut it up really quick and I say, it's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. I failed at everything else. These are the only things I'm good at. It's gotta be it. And again, to throw it back on my future wife, the support this woman has given me through this crazy idea, this journey that's going to take years, just, I cannot, like, express my gratitude to you. I know it'll take it a while, but it's for you. It's not for me and that little voice in my head. It's for you. You've had me at my highest of highs, which hasn't been too high up on the life ladder, and you've had me at the lowest of the low, and you've loved me just as much each time. So this is for you, babe. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, I promise. I promise you I'll get there. Now, enough with all the emotional and sappy stuff. The whole reason I made this video is once I finally get my Twitch account up and running, I get the equipment and everything for it, I want you all to join me. I don't know what day of the week it would be on when I do it, but I'm going to do a deal every week. I kind of stole the idea from somebody I saw, but that's okay. We're all doing it for the same cause. Whether you're a fan of wrestling, whether you're a fan of gaming, or just talking, just come say what's up in my channel. When the time comes, I'll update it as we get towards that. It's a little bit away, but every week I'm going to do a stream. No idea how long I'll do it, but any and all donations, which are totally not even like needed, but if you were to donate anything, 100% of the proceeds will go to victims of depression, and may need some help finding a good like charity to donate that to. Again, this is a good ways away, but it's just something I feel like it's a way of me giving back from my own personal struggles. I want to help someone else out. I want to help other people out. You know, you can come in and we can talk about wrestling. You can come in, we can talk about games. You can join the game through multiplayer online. You can just come in and talk about depression, you know. Don't ever fear admitting that you're depressed, you know. A lot of y'all know me. Some of you on this channel don't know me. Don't be afraid. If you need somebody to talk to that's probably been through what you've been through, don't feel like you gotta go through it alone, man. Find someone to talk to. Heck, no matter what time of day, you can message me about it. You know, it may take me a minute to respond, but I'll get back to you. There ain't no reason for y'all to battle this alone. So I've been there. You know, I try to hide it. I try to put just a smile on my face every day and pretend everything's alright, but it's not. So yeah. That's one thing about doing, guys, just making some kind of stream on a weekly basis, and any and all donations, 100% that would be donated to it would go to a charity, and I would just like to help give back and give you guys a chance to do the same. Just leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and just thank you all for watching. Sorry it was a little sappy and emotional at times, but I just felt like when this thing takes off, I would like to give back in the only way that I feel like I could. So I appreciate all your love and support, and to the ones that do watch, you give me hope, and just thank you all.